What up, everybody? Pyro Slays Music, and today I welcome you to a sound discovery, and we're checking out the new Dropkick Murphys album, For the People. I've heard one single off of this, Who Will Stand With Us, and that shit is fantastic. Some kind of folkish rock, if you will, with some punk lyrics, which I really appreciate that they're still keeping that punk aesthetic, even if their sound doesn't exactly match, you know what I mean? That genre. Let's go ahead and play through Who Will Stand With Us, just because I want to hear the album as a whole, all the way through, and let's end this shit and have some fun with it.
Tell us everything is fine, oh stand with us, because this treatment is a crime. The working people fuel the engine, while you yank the chain. We fight the wars and build the buildings for someone else's gain. So tell me who will stand with us. So tell me who will stand with us.
Tell you what, that makes me want to get off my ass and go out there and do some protesting. I imagine this song's got to be pretty popular in the protesting circle. Not like, especially with a lot of unions, they have to do protesting and stuff. And I know that these guys kind of stopped by our local union when they were in the area, which is like a lot of the local trades unions. And that was it the trade unions or was it the automotive? They've come through a few different times, and I think they've talked to several different groups, and I've always really respected them for that. They unequivocally don't give a shit, and they are fully in the blue collar workers side of things, and I have always appreciated that about the Dropkick Murphys. It's the people's music, right? And excuse me. It's kind of sad to me that when I was working factory, I worked at a factory for a big one too, a really big one for almost, I think it was like 13 years. And the entire time there, I never really heard a whole lot of people bring up this band, which is just incredibly sad to me. Because when I discovered them, they're just so in tune with the working class. And, oh my God, I would love for people in my local area to kind of gather to this kind of music instead of being so, like, torn apart. Like, the shit that they were listening to in the factory was like fucking Tom McDonald and shit. You know what I mean? They're all like, America. Idiots. They're bending over, taking it, instead of just standing up and being united with each other. And I think a lot of workplaces could change if we did a lot less. I don't know how to put it, but yeah, wholly disappointed with the local blue collar force. Need to get some fucking Dropkick Murphys in their rotation. Long Shot featuring The Scratch, which I am not familiar with. We're gonna keep it going though.
Did your number come in on a long shot? Did you bet big and sweep the pot? Did you walk away with the glory? Did you stand up and take your shot? Have you seen? Have you seen? Have you seen the man give up his time? Have you seen? Have you seen? Have you seen the man work for a dime? Have you ever dreamed so big it seems there's no chance the dream will come true? About a wish beyond your grasp, you're all but guaranteed to lose. But sometimes fate's a funny gal, so keep your eyes peeled for the signs. Keep the faith and keep on dreaming, cause it might just be a time. Have you seen? Have you seen? Have you seen?
Alrighty, this is a sound we have heard many a times from the Dropkick Murphys. And I'll be honest, I don't really care. I like it. I like it a lot. Let's go on a playlist. The Big Man. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't sure the Adam Carolla thing, the Kid Rock thing, and so first off, I thought we're talking tongue in cheek here in the first part of the song. Okay, I didn't connect with the first two parts of that, or understand, I should say, and I knew he liked the big man when he shot me with the BB with a BB. I was so confused what the hell that was talking about. At first, I mistook the lyrics there, and I thought it was a reference to the Trump assassination attempt that had like little blood on his ear. And I thought that's what that was talking about at first. And then when it came into the chorus, I'm like, what are we fucking talking about right now? So I was completely thrown off. So I opened up the lyrics, went back and looked, and I was like, okay, I misheard a few things here. Thought we were doing some tongue-in-cheek stuff. No, this is a reference to the big man in Pennywise, which I had to look this up just to double check. But it's, I believe, a reference to Fletcher, the guitarist, who's a big guy. And I will say, hilarious, when I started understanding the reference, the first thing I thought of was the NoFX final shows where he was smashed a guitar or whatever, and he always was throwing Mike into shit. So that was always fun to watch. Hilarious that they made a song about him, though. Did not expect that. Chesterfield's an aftershave.
we'd ride on torn and tattered leather. I'd sink down low and hide from the worries and the sorrows that I felt in this young life. But when I was with my grandfather, somehow it seemed alright. I was sent off with him and told I better learn how to behave. I was taught all that and more amongst the Chesterfields and aftershave. We drove straight for the local, we didn't travel far. There I'd sit up nice and tall and have my chips and my soda at the bar. If you could come back now and we could take a drive around and I could play you this song, you'd probably say it's way too loud. If you could come back now, if you were out there in the crowd, you'd know that I turned out okay, and I hope I make you proud. I hope I make you proud. And I wish that you were there with me in October of '04 on that field in St. Louis, something we'd never seen before. And I wish you could have been there to meet and know my kids and tell them all about the funny, crazy things we did. We drove straight for the local, we didn't travel far. There I'd sit up nice and tall and have my chips and my soda at the bar. If you could come back now and we could take a drive around and I could play you this song, you'd probably say it's way too loud. If you could come back now, if you were out there in the crowd, you know that I turned out okay, and I hope I make you proud. I hope I make you proud. I'd say I've come a long way since the days you left this world, when I descended into madness and the tragedy unfurled. Yeah, this one really hurt, it really cut me to the bone, knocked me down and knocked me out. It made me question everything I'd ever known. He rolled up in his Nova like it was 1975. He had his old pal Gene, shotgun by his side. If you could come back now, if we could take a drive around and I could play you this song, I know you'd say I like it loud. If you could come back now, if you were out there in the crowd, you know that I turned out okay, and I hope I make you proud. I hope I make you proud. I hope I make you proud.
Oh, shit. All right. First off, I got to say I love the lyrical approach here. Kind of just looking back at, especially for me as a man, like looking back to see what turned me into the man I am today and like kind of dwelling on that. I really like this lyrically. And then when you can take those lyrics and portray it through the vibe of the rest of the instrumental, the track, like made me nostalgic. Well, granted, I lost my grandfather, last year, and so it's still a little fresh on the mind. So maybe that's why. But when you can really just to the vibe and capture that yearning to kind of like return back, and wildly different too. Like for me, driving around my grandpa, a lot of times we were just doing projects around. He lived right down the road. So just doing random projects around like his property or our property, a lot of cutting wood, just random shit like that. and I learned a lot. Learned a lot from him, and like this is what I'm gathering from this song. Like he's looking at sitting in the back seat of the car and just listening into a conversation between two people he idolized, from my understanding, right? And just taking it in, and then kind of gathering that and seeing how that helped shape him into the man he is now, which in turn makes him yearn for not only that time, but the people who did that for him. Again, this fucking fantastic. Really, really, really well done. And again, when you can make me emotional just through the vibe it's portraying and make me feel all these feelings and like memories about my grandfather, when the lyrics don't even connect there, is awesome. So very cool. Bury the Bones featuring the Merry Wallopers. Never heard of them. We're going to find out now. All right, touch it in a little bit with the folksy side of things. I'm liking that. The long shot did the same, and like this one really fits that protest vibe as well, which is just again inspires you to go out, be social, and kind of work together with your fellow person, right? And work to make things better. And I think it's something that we can all, at like a default level, agree with. And there's not even there's no politics fucking tied to it or anything. So it's like, just common sense, right? And working together to make things a better place. We all need to strive for that. So let's finish out the first leg of this LP with kids games. Okay, absolutely lovely first leg of this LP. I love it. And what we're seeing so far is we're feeling some like nostalgic. It's pulling kind of some nostalgic bits up here and there, and then they got some protesty songs here and there, and then honestly, they kind of have like with the big man. That's just fun, like, and just making a song about their friend. That's dope. I really enjoy this. And, you know, something we see a lot as bands progress and get older, they a lot of times reutilize sound that they've already formed, and they kind of sit on their laurels a little creatively, let's say. And while this isn't something, you know, whopping new, like brand new that we've heard from Dropkick Murphys, it's their sound. We've heard this before, and a lot of times when a band reutilizes a sound and continues to, it becomes generic, and it's less than what the product was at the beginning when they first had this sound, and it sounded really good. I would argue that this is the sound that they do really well, and they're doing it at a top-notch level still, which it doesn't have a generic feel to me. The writing's really well done. The instrumental, like, while it is something, again, we've heard thematically, it's still kind of bringing, like, the vibes are fitting the lyrics so perfectly. It's hard for me not to just absolutely adore this. And then they're pulling from a lot of Also, I feel like with age, you kind of go out and stop doing a little less. Not everybody, obviously, but a lot of people, I feel like they get beat up or whatever, and they just start kind of just doing things around them. And really, that kind of takes away, you don't have as many stories to tell through your art, right? Well, these guys, they're stopping in, they're joining protests, and clearly they're part of that scene, and they're talking about that. And I find that really cool that they're talking about their current, obviously they've always done this, but just it's refreshing to see a band just continually sitting with their experiences and retelling those through their art. And it's cool that it's like, you can be a blue collar worker and still have that the artistic thing. Is art is not, I'll tell you where art doesn't belong. Okay, the one place it doesn't belong, in the hands of a fucking computer. AI art. All right, that's. But art is, you can be a jock, you can be a blue collar worker, anything. It doesn't matter. You can still create your own version of art, and I love that. And we're seeing that here, like through the blue collar workforce vibe, and that's just awesome. Sooner kill 'em first. Let's get this second leg of the LP rolling for.
His knowledge oh so vast. He don't stay where he's not welcome. He don't go where he's not asked. He don't beg for mercy, don't say no, he don't refuse. He comes to help the hopeless, and I think it's time you chose. He don't beg for mercy, don't say no, he don't refuse. And there's one more thing that he don't do. Yeah, he don't lose. If someone dead to me, 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 what I let me do to me, I'd sooner kill 'em first. I'd sooner kill 'em first.
So this one, honestly, like I didn't really connect with, but it has a nice rhythm and stuff. I feel like my buddy Chuck, which most of you know, who's been a part of this channel for a long time, and we do Two Boys, One Brain Cell together. I feel like Chuck would love this because of all the terrible shit that he's done to himself. He wouldn't be happy if people did it to him, but he still did it to himself. That line right there, every time I heard it, I was like, oh yeah, Chuck, fucking Chuck, for sure. All right, so real quick before I forget, guys, if you're a fan of Dropkick Murphys, do me a solid and go over and support the band via social media, be a part of their community, show the music to your friends. If you got a little extra change laying around, you're a big fan, buy some merch, some live tickets, support the artists that you enjoy while they're still here doing their shit. You know what I mean? It's awesome that I'm able to sit here and listen to an artist's music like this, and whether I love it or hate it, I always try my best to make sure you guys, get your asses over there and support them. So I try to encourage that. Fiending for the lies. Fiending for the truth. Okay, this one had a little bit more of a, honestly, that punk rock vibe, really hitting those notes there. Yeah, I think it's just kind of an assault on all the bullshit that's getting pumped through, especially on social media. It's just AI slop. It's not even good propaganda. Ugh, not that there is a good propaganda, but you know what I mean, right? It's really bad. Let's go ahead and jump into Streetlights. I'm excited to wrap this up. We have some interesting features here at the end, too.
church, no bar, and no museum will ever make this right. As we nail before the statue, Virgin Mary, lift me up. We'll say your name 10 times, but it just won't be enough. It's never enough. It's never enough. We'll say your name 10 times, but it just won't be enough. It's never enough. It's never enough. Now shave your face all nice and clean and fix your tie just right. No church, no bar, and no museum will ever make this right. As we nail before the statue, Virgin Mary, lift me up. We'll say your name 10 times, but it just won't be enough. As we nail before the statue, Virgin Mary, lift me up. We'll say your name 10 times, and it just won't be enough. It's never enough.
All right, that's going to go in a playlist for sure. I think this one is probably more on the average side. However, like the second half of this song was really nice, and I like the stuff they did instrumentally, helped spice things up. Now this next one, School Days Over, featuring Billy Bragg. And I've heard a lot about Billy Bragg. I just have not gotten a chance to check him out much. I think we might have checked out one track by him. Maybe, I could be wrong. I've heard the people mention him a lot in the comments. And obviously, since we just got into punk in the last 3 years, holy shit, I can't believe we've been doing this long. Been the last 3 years, we got into punk music. And so, like, you know, that kind of stuff has been just all over our comments. We've checked out so much, and yet there's so much to check out still. So yeah, Billy Bragg. I know he's not fully punk, but I know he stands up for some good shit from what I'm remembering. School Days Are Over.
School days over. Come on then, John. It's time you were getting your pit boots on. On with your sock and moleskin trousers. It's time you were on your way. Time you were learning a pitman's job and earning a pitman's pay. School day's over. Come on now, John. Time you were getting your pit boots on.
I'm just thrilled with the instrumental on that, to be honest with y'all. I was just sitting there just basking in it. I don't even know everything that was going on lyrically. Just had that nice, just really nice. I don't even know if is it Celtic, right? The Boston Celtics, that shit always throws me off. So I believe it's Celtic music. It has that Celtic vibe. And yeah, I dig it. Vultures Circle High featuring Albar. And that's another name. Albar sounds super familiar. I wonder if he's a really old artist. Let's go ahead and jump into this. And we got 2 tracks left, so.
I built it to an empire and locked all the borders. I killed the the game. Nice guys and losers, we all know a few. Someone always comes in last, it better not be you. So fight dirty, fight often, more chances to win. Don't make excuses, to fail is a sin. Don't make excuses, to fail is a sin. And lay me down, down 6 foot deep in dust and dirt and worms. I'll sleep. It's time for me, my darling sweet, sweet angel, now to say goodbye. And lay me down, down 6 foot deep in peace and quiet. I'll finally sleep. It's time for me to close these eyes and leave behind this world of lies. Leave behind this world of lies.
Oh man, I love the flow of this. I'm assuming the other vocals are Al Barr, the kind of gruffer ones, and I love what he brought to the table here for this song. It really just added a nice, like, vocal texture to the song itself. I also really like the lyricism here too. This is a really well done track. Yeah, very, very nice. One Last Goodbye, tribute to Shane, featuring the Scratch. I'm gonna have to plead. I'm not sure who Shane is, but maybe we'll find out here.
See, my past wasn't cool and my present wasn't fun. It was time to come of age, yeah, but I was on the run. You brought my worlds together, shaped my future with your sound. Gave meaning to the mayhem when I was beaten to the ground. A poet for the ages, you told me no lies. Life is a gamble and your words are the prize. I leaned on your stories when life took its toll. Piss off, you wanker, you signed to my soul. And we won't meet a man like you no more. Now you lay there finally lifeless. So be easy and free and have one for me with being Drew and Kelly. And we won't meet a man like you no more. But the send-off show was priceless. In a million empty bottles we cried.
All right. So, first off, I looked this up because I was curious. Shane was a member of the Pogues, and that's a band that I'm not super familiar with, but I know a track or two. They actually have a Christmas song that I really, really enjoyed. Um, so I need to do a little educating on that front. That being said, I really love what the Dropkicks have done throughout this album. We have protest songs. We've got some songs filled with nostalgia and personal stories. We have some songs about friends and the ones that inspired them and are now gone. And I just love the mix that they brought to the table here. This is really, really nice. And the flows, again, a lot of the stuff, it sounds familiar, right? It sounds like something we've heard from them, but they're doing it at such a level that I personally, at least for me, I'm really enjoying this. And they just seem to be having a good time and just standing, 10 toes down for what they believe. I really respect that. Let's get into ratings here for this album as a whole, because I'm getting hungry. Start rating music on fucking empty stomach, dude. I'm gonna start getting angry. Every song's a 2. And there's people here. The dogs are going nuts. So let's go with. I don't think this album's bad. I don't think this album's middle ground. I personally think this album is really good. I'm looking at the 6.5 probably in that range. And yeah, I think this is a really good album. I really, again, I enjoy the mix that they brought to the table here. Hold on. The worst thing about having little miniature shelties, they don't shut up. They like to yip and they like to bark. And that is a big vehicle pulling into it's UPS. I was like, that's a big vehicle. Okay, so enough of the chaos surrounding me here. Yeah, I like the sound. Again, it's familiar, but I don't care. I like the lyrics that they brought to the table, the features, and in fact, I personally would love to see a couple more features if they decide when they do another album. Obviously, I'm not trying to be greedy. This is a very good album, and it'll keep me tied it over for a bit. But if going forward, I personally really like this from older punk bands. Kind of bring in some friends, and it just feels really nice. I'm hoping tangent here, but I know Bad Religion's working on stuff, and I was on their Facebook, and I'm hoping, I would love to see some features, just to spice things up. When you're that late in your career as a punk band, it'd be awesome to see like a song featuring, like, let's say Fat Mike or something, right? Something that somebody they're friendly with, but it just helps spice up that art as well. But I don't know. Yeah, this is definitely good. Again, I'm going like, damn. I kind of want to put it a little higher, actually, but we'll see after a couple listens where I'm sitting with this. That 6.5, 6.6 range is probably perfect for this. Yeah, again, go over, support the Dropkick Murphys. If you want to support me, you can hit that likey, hit the subscribe as we explore through different kinds of music. But it's most important, as always, to support the artist and share the music with those you are close with. I'm Pyro Slays Music, and until next time,